And we're here with Lenny Sammons of Area Auto Racing News. Lenny, how did it all start?
Well, it came from my father, taking me to the races when I was young, and he did a little bit of reporting for the local newspapers, tried to get a column in Speed Sport, and they weren't interested, so he started his own racing paper and just keep developing from there.
When was that? What time period was that?
1963. I was 7 or 8 years old, and at the time selling papers. Some of the people remember that.
We do.
We went in the novelty business from there, and later on, I got the urge to do a little promoting and did a couple of things, and it led to Motorsports 37 years ago.
And we've been going to them since day one, and we also remember you chucking papers in stands as well. We were about the same age back then. Area Auto Racing News has become the premier racing publication here, not only on the East Coast, but nationwide. A lot of effort has been put into it, and you brought it along ever since you took over the reins from Pop. What do you see for the future?
Well, it's people want that newspaper, and that's why we keep publishing. We do have an online edition, but it doesn't get much travel. People really like that paper in their hands, and as long as people keep subscribing, and they've been doing that, very supportive, we'll keep printing. You know, they urge everyone would think to go online totally, but our market wants it to be a paper, and as tough as it is sometimes to get it in the mail in time, that's why the online works good. If people want to take a sneak peek on Tuesday morning, they can do it. Then Thursday or Wednesday, it's in their mailbox.
I used to, me personally, I knew the option was there, but I waited. I had the patience because I didn't want to wreck the surprise.
Right. And, you know, what we do has changed considerably in the last 10 years as the internet has come along. Websites originally, or even the Skoll Motorsports Report where you call in, you could find out who won the race. Mm-hmm. So we've changed it to more, like more than who won. Backstage stories, in depth in the pits, hardcore writing with the drivers and promoters, and trying to get an insight where the future looks like, and that's really kept our interest and kept our readership.
Yeah, and that has proved to be a successful combination. The indoor racing series that you've taken over for how long now?
It's our 20th year in Atlantic City next weekend for the Gamblers Classic. I went to Atlantic City and was young. Sold the novelties there with my father, and it was really sad to see it go away, just as I was getting old enough to enjoy some of the after parties. And so I tried for years after I got started with motorsports to get involved. I did a race in Philadelphia and the old convention hall, and LaSalle basketball moved in, and that full time that ended that hopes, and kept knocking on the door until somebody in Atlantic City listened, and they are happy we did. We do a lot of business for tourism.
Not only did I remember you in Atlantic City from those days, but my father raced there, and I raced there as well. And so we all kind of grew up together in the same circles. Now we have Allentown, and we have Syracuse.
And Trenton Dirt Race.
And Trenton Dirt Race indoors, yeah. A lot of work, a lot of effort on your part, and you get big kudos for not only making these indoor events successful, but making them the go-to events here on East Coast racing.
Well, I can't take credit for that and all, because my two sons not only work at the newspaper with me full-time, but they also are a huge part of each of these events. We'll never be able to run 3 events in 4 weekends in January. We have a very small window to do all-season events anymore, as long as the season is the only one we catch a break. And it's just not them either. We have probably 30 people working here at this event, and our indoor staff. Some of the events like Allentown, we have to tear down as soon as the race is over. So not only are they at 8 o'clock in the morning moving people in and out or whatever, working the pit area, run the race. When it's done, you'll notice our victory lane in Allentown, they're taking the banners down in the beginning, and it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning before we're done.
Lenny Sammons, we go back a lot of years, and it's always a privilege and an honor to talk with you.
Thank you very much.